Hi, I'm CK Chan from Skyshot. We do a lot of long-term time-lapse lasting several years. To date, we have set up over 300 time-lapse cameras in the last 10 years. Today, we are conducting a time-lapse camera shootout to compare the image quality coming out from these 3 specialized time-lapse cameras. These are all weatherproof cameras made for long-term time-lapse. The first camera is the Brinno BCC2000. It automatically renders the time-lapse into 1080 video files. It is powered by 18 AA batteries that will last about 3 months. The biggest drawback is this: you won't be able to monitor the time-lapse camera remotely. So there is no way to know if the camera is working unless you physically check the camera regularly. The next camera is the Titan Lite. It is fitted with a Hkvision 1/2-inch CMOS sensor. It shoots 8 megapixel images to produce 4K time-lapse video. The Titan Lite has an optical zoom equivalent to a 14 to 40 millimeter field of view on a full-frame camera. Lastly, the Titan X. It is our flagship time-lapse camera for high-end time-lapse production. The Titan X can fit a Canon DSLR and mirrorless system. For today's test, we are using a Canon EOS R, which shoots 30 megapixel JPEG photos. That is large enough to produce broadcast quality 6K videos. Both the Titan Lite and Titan X comes with a 4G routers that send the images to a secured cloud. The T-Box photo viewing app allows us to view and download the images remotely and render time-lapse videos. The Pro Viewer has more advanced AI safety monitoring features. The T-Box server will automatically send an alert message to our phone via Telegram if no image is received from our time-lapse cameras. Thus, we can rest assured that our cameras are functioning properly. For the outdoor shootout, we tried to keep the shooting parameters the same for all 3 cameras. Shooting interval of 15 seconds, auto ISO, auto white balance, similar field of view. The image setting is based on what each camera can offer. The videos are all not color graded in post-production. First, the Brinno. The image has the most saturation out of the box. The image distortion is also the most obvious out of the 3 cameras. At 2 megapixels, the image quality and resolution is limited. When you zoom in at 200%, the image becomes blurry and the color information becomes blocky and compressed. Next, the Titan Lite. The image quality is better than most IP cameras we have seen and tested. The lens distortion is also less obvious. It handles the highlights and shadows pretty well. When we zoom in at 200%, the 8 megapixel camera outperforms the Brinno's 2 megapixel, providing more details, a sharper image, and less compression. The highlights are nicely captured too. Lastly, the Titan X with the Canon EOS R. Clearly, the image has the least distortion and the most details. It has the best color rendition, dynamic range, sharpness, and the least amount of compression. The differences between the 3 cameras are most obvious in the night scene. The Titan X handles the highlights very well, with a nice color gradient from the brightest to darkest areas of the entire image. The Brinno clearly struggles the most at night. It lacks color accuracy, displaying a very strong yellow tint, and also produces the most image noise and artifacts. The Titan Lite sits in the middle of the pack with an acceptable image coming from its 1/2-inch sensor. For a more in-depth comparison, you can use the link below to download the original photos and videos from each time-lapse camera. Now that you have seen the image quality coming from these 3 cameras, which system is best for you? Here are our recommendations. We do not use the Brinno professionally because there is no remote monitoring option. The image quality also doesn't meet our standards. But if you need a cheap DIY solution and you're on site regularly to check on the camera, then this may be the camera for you. The Titan Lite is a great solution for most of our construction-related projects. It produces good quality images at a decent price. The Titan X is the gold standard for time-lapse. If you need broadcast quality images, then this is the camera for you. I hope this camera shootout helped you to make the right decisions for your time-lapse project. Do contact us if you have any questions regarding our products. Thanks for watching.